on the Golden Bear Sports Network. And welcome back out to Bryan High School here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Chris Malanga and Brian Arnold here with you for our final regular season broadcast of 2022-2023. And boy, this is going to be an interesting, tough task for the Golden Bears as the 15-4 Swanton Bulldogs come into town. They're 2-3 in the league. The Golden Bears 4-15, 0-5 in the league. But Brian Arnold, the Bears coming off a win at Salina.
Yeah, and really some good scoring. I thought offensively, the last time I had a chance to see him was last Friday night. 20 points out of Kepler, double digits out of Cox, and then the reverse rolls the next night, 20 out of Cox and 12 from Kepler. So it's good to see some offense starting at the right time of year. Swanton comes in with some guys who can really fill it up, some guys that can shoot the three on the outside. So we'll see if we can continue to improve offensively and keep up with their shooting.
All right, well, Bryan leads the overall series 50-20. Last year, they were down 16-11 after the first quarter, but they won. The Bulldogs ended up winning 56-31, so they had a 40-20 run, basically doubled them up the rest of the way, which makes things a little tough. Golden Bears sitting at 4-15, 0-5 in the league. Coach Brock Homeyer is in his second year, of course. The Bears currently averaging 40.7 points per game. They're allowing 48.1 points per game. They're shooting 39% from the field, 26% from three, 67% from the line. As we talked about, they ended that 9-game losing streak against Salina. First off, at a great place to play basketball.
Oh, that's Salina Fieldhouse.
Oh, my
gosh. One of the best settings in Northwest Ohio. Now, Coach Homeyer was telling some stories coming back this week in the building about being down in the bowels for the locker room and stuff like that. We were down there for football in the fall also, but that's kind of the fun of those buildings, the character of them, and you know, that was a great atmosphere, and you can imagine the day when Salina was as good as what they were, how fun that could have been.
Yeah, and you mentioned the two leading scorers for the Bears, Evan Cox and Jace Kepler, combined for 32 of the 43. So anytime you have scoring outputs like that, that is going to get you some good ball game wins.
Yeah, and it was really nice, the night after a tough loss, because we played well offensively against Evergreen, but just could not get stops. Ended up getting beat by around 20 or whatever it was. So you got to turn around the next day. You got to make a long drive down to Salina. Things haven't been going your way. It says a lot about the boys that they went down there, and Coach's favorite line about getting off the bus. Yep. They got off the bus down in Mercer County, and they were able to get a W, and that was big.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the last home game. No, there's not. There's Paulding next weekend, but between that, they have two final league games, Swanton here and Wauseon. Hopes of winning the league obviously are not there, but you definitely want to get Coach his first league win here at Bryan.
Yeah, it's been too long coming, so hopefully we can find a way. Swanton's got a great record. Talked about the scores they've got. They got nice size inside, but we're playing with some confidence right now. You're at senior night here, and you got a chance to. Well, I don't know if we're doing senior night, but
next week.
Next week, yeah. But last chance here for our seniors, and the chance to in a league game to find a way to get it done at home for Coach. So, I don't know that the kids need those extra motivating factors. They just want to win ball games. And coming off of that Salina win, good week of practice, hopefully they can find a way to get it done.
Absolutely. Well, it is the Oberlin-Turnbull countdown to tip-off. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. We had a chance to chat with Coach Brock Homeyer of the Bryan Golden Bears. You're going to hear that after this timeout on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters Board of Directors invites you to become Bryan Built.
The Athletic Boosters support our athletic programs in many ways, and that support is made possible through both corporate and patron support.
We are Bryan Built.
Welcome back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Chris Malanga alongside Coach Brock Homeyer of the Bryan Golden Bears. And first off, Coach, congratulations on that great win over Salina.
Thank you.
Tell us about that game. How'd it go?
Like a lot of our games, we had the lead most of the game. They hit 2 or 3 threes in the fourth quarter to take the lead with, 6 minutes left or something like that. And we finally hit a couple shots down the stretch, made foul shots, took care of the ball, and we won.
There you go. You just like you drew it up.
Exactly.
So we've talked about this getting off the bus mentality the past couple of times. Do you feel like most everybody got off the bus this time?
Yeah, I mean, and that's just I'd said in pregame, the team who plays the hardest will win this game because we were evenly matched.
Mhm.
You know, it was an hour and 45-minute drive. We had, they had Hall of Fame night in between games, so we had a lot of adversity before we even stepped out on the court. So my big thing was effort and playing hard, and they did. And like these 9 games that have been within 4 points, we've only needed one shot, a big shot within a minute or within 2 minutes to go in, and it happened. Evan hit a big one, and we made 2 or 3 different foul shots, and we won. So I know it sounds simple, but our entire 9 or 10 game stretch of losses that were close, really, that's what happens.
Yeah. And I think Evan had 20 points in that game, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He did a good job of letting the game come to him. And he tries sometimes to just make shots right away, deep threes and stuff like that. It's really hard to do. And this game, he went and got a couple layups, a couple foul shots, and then the deeper one started to fall. And, it worked out for him, and I'm happy for him.
All right. Well, now you come back home and you're going to face the Swanton Bulldogs and trying to get that first league win. When you look at them, how do you match up?
We don't. They're huge, and they got 2 big boys, a couple guards that are good size. They play hard. I'm going to come with the same mindset. We have to play really hard. We play better at home, thank God. But like Evergreen, when they get up to a 10-point lead in the first quarter, that's really hard for us to come back.
Yep.
So, in my opinion, we're going to have to be really physical. We're going to have to, Sammy's going to have to deal with a 6'8" kid that is big. But we played against Pettysville tough. They were a lot bigger than us, and continuing to grow with every position on the floor, hopefully.
I was just going to say, you guys have had some success against some of the bigger teams and like Pettysville, and hopefully that will continue. And I think Sam's up for the task at guard, and I think he likes.
He's used to it by now. But
absolutely.
It'll take all 7, 8, 9 guys maybe on the bench to keep everybody out of foul trouble and to do the things that we do offensively. We played it long enough that they know the offense and they're comfortable with it. It's just, can we guard? Can we play hard? Can we do all that and do it all in one night?
Are you looking to try to press these guys and have some pressure coming up the floor, or what's the?
We always throw a little bit in and out, try to keep people on their toes, but we have to try and keep our legs as well because we don't have a ton of subs. And Jace sprained his ankle on Friday. It's Wednesday. Today's be his first day of practice. So, will we be pressing like crazy? No, because I don't think we have enough bodies, and we'd have to stretcher half the kids out if we did that. So, we're gonna try and do it strategically, maybe a little zone. But they're very good, and they won last night on a buzzer beater, so they're coming in, red hot. So we're gonna do our best.
You guys also coming in off a win though, and sometimes when you're getting those long streaks, you kind of mentally have to slog through it. But now you've got a win, and it's one of the times you come into a game with a win, so the attitude and positivity's got to be there. Yeah,
and what we struggle with most of the year is confidence, and individually and as a team. And I think slowly but surely, even though after that horrible run of losses that were so close, there just needs a switch to need flipped, and we can be a whole new team.
All right, well, Coach, we wish you the best of luck against Swanton. Hope you get that first league win.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Why do so many people travel to Jason East Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Best of luck in this game.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, I want to thank our sponsors bringing the game tonight. They include Andrews O'Neill and Lowe, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Ford Lincoln, Bryan Parks and Rec, Danielle Van Atta Agency, Fackler Monument, Jason Dietsch Automotive Services, Newcomer, Schaefer, Spangler, Brining and Rakes, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Real Estate Advantage, Starks Plumbing and Heating and Veteran Services of Williams County. Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold here with you. We talked about the Bryan Golden Bears. Brian Arnold, tell us about the Swanton Bulldogs.
Well, and Coach Homeyer talked about it. The size is the thing that jumps off the page at you. If you look at 8 guard out top, or out front at 6'2", and then the next thing that I noticed is looking at a 15-point-a-game scorer and a senior, and then another 13-point-a-game scorer that's another senior, and those two are both shooting about 40% from 3. These guys are knocking down a lot of shots. We got guard Luke Borovit. How are you going to pronounce that?
Borojevic.
Yeah. All right, I'm good. I'm going to let you say that. I'm just calling him Luke, the senior.
I'm going to actually go with whatever they say on the PA.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll let Hughes make the call on that. But he's got 38 threes on the year. The other guard out top, Cole Mitchie, he's got 19 threes, but he's shooting 40%. Averaging 13 and 6. He's got like 80 offensive boards. So they do. It looks like they do a lot of things well. They move the ball. They've got good numbers with their assists. Their rebounds look good. Scoring's good. Size is good. So I like the way Coach answered your question. He asked, "How do we match up?" And he says, "We don't." So we're gonna have to do some things different. We're gonna throw some wrinkles at him and try to keep ourselves in the ball game and match up throughout the night.
Well, when you look at their scoring average, they're averaging 12 points more a game than their opponent, which always will lead you to win games.
Yeah, it's going to get you to 15 and 4. I'm a little surprised by the 2 and 3 in the league, but 15 and 4 and the way they've won, they've played 4 overtime games. They've won 2 of those. They've won some close ones. That was a big win for them on the road against Toledo Christian. I saw the highlights of that, and Luke, I'm going to call him Luke B. Luke B nailed a big 3 at the buzzer to win that game for him. So, I think they've got the team and the skill to fill it up. We're going to have to make sure that we're playing really good defensively. As difficult as it's going to be to keep 6'4" and 6'8" off the boards, we're going to have to work hard to get bodies on them, limit chances down the floor, and then make sure we can continue to improve and score the ball.
Against Evergreen, we saw a bunch of the JV kids come in. I think tonight, going up against the bigger guys, they may need to come in like in relief of foul trouble, don't you think?
Yeah.
Anytime you
Coach talked about that too when you asked about pressure, and he said you can't run our legs off. And if Jace Kepler's not 100%, now he's been going through warm-ups and he's been doing everything with everybody else on the floor. But if he's not feeling 100% and he needs some extra breaks, we don't get bigger when we go to the bench, and we're not real deep. So yeah, there may be some foul trouble issues that those young guys are going to have to help out with.
Absolutely. Well, it's the Bulldogs and the Bryan Golden Bears, and we're going to take this time out, come back with more after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary, 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold, and before we go too far previewing this game, want to take an opportunity to congratulate the Lady Bears who were at Swanton last night and won that outright league title. So congratulations to the Lady Bears, and that was a good situation.
Yeah, 4 straight league titles for Coach Grosjean and the girls. It is. It's just it'll be the 3rd time it's done in the league. Archbold did 4 in a row, and then Wasion won 5 in a row. So that keeps something out there for that that good solid group of juniors that'll be seniors next year to shoot for. But talking about this year, that's a great accomplishment for Coach Grosjean. The girls, they've worked really hard. They've faced a lot of adversity this year. Hey, and heck, last night the adversity was, I think we started out about 0-10 or 0-12 from 3. It was 9-5 at the end of the first quarter.
I did see
and
that.
All of a sudden we got warm, and 35-7 at the half, and we started to look like the team we've seen all year.
Absolutely. So congratulations to the Lady Bears. All right, time now for our keys to this game, being sponsored by Carlin Company. Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers has been your hometown real estate company for over 45 years. They've consistently remained number one in Williams County and the surrounding area since 2007. Call us for all your real estate needs, and we always let our producer roll the dice and see who's coming up. It looks like you got Swanton.
All right, for our visitors from Swanton tonight, keys to the game for them. Coach wants to see them move the ball and make shots. I talked about their three-point shooting. They've got guys that have knocked down quite a few, and they shoot at a high clip. So they want to be able to move the ball, rotate it. We're going to have to probably try to play a little zone, pack it in to handle 6'8" inside and help Sammy Harold out some. So when we play zone, or if we do, then they want to be able to move the ball and get open shots. Defend the rim. We like to attack the basket. They've got that size advantage inside. They want to use that to keep us away from the rim for easy shots, and they don't want us to get out to a good start. We didn't get a W against Evergreen, but I liked what we did offensively. We went and got a W the next night. We got off to a good start. So if we can get a good start and get some confidence going, maybe we're in the right place.
All right, how about for the Bryan Golden Bears?
All right, on our side of it, the one place where, even with 6'4" and 6'8", the one place where Swanton got hurt against Toledo Christian was inside. So if there's an opportunity to score and get to the rim and make some second chance shots, we need to take advantage of that.
They only had, sorry to interrupt you there.
You're fine.
They were 32-14 outscored.
It surprised me when I saw their front line that they got outscored that much in the paint. So maybe they were able to maybe Toledo Christian was able to get the big guy in trouble a little bit with some foul trouble, get him out of the game. But if that's the case, let's go at him and see if we can do the same thing. We're going to have to defend the three-point line. They've got some shooters out there. I've talked about that already, some guys that shoot it at a good clip. And then hopefully we can build off the offensive momentum that we got going last weekend. 40-some points in the win against Salino. It's not like we're a juggernaut, but we got a couple of guys now that are starting to feel good. Hopefully Kev feels good enough that he can continue that offensive the output that he's shown. And Evan Cox is a kid that's had that potential and that upside all year. Hopefully he's able to find that rhythm and confidence early and score it.
And then a couple other guys you really want to get involved in the game. Sam Harold, when the Bears have had success, Sam's been in the game, and then Carter Dominic has done pretty well on the boards this year, but like to get him a couple more buckets a game here, especially as we go here into the tournament season.
Yeah, and with the two guys I talked about scoring so well last weekend, Sammy's still our leading scorer. Yep. He's still averaging almost 10 points a game, 4 rebounds a game. So, if we're going to play well, if we're going to be successful, Sammy Harold's going to have a good night.
Absolutely. Well, that is the keys to the game, sponsored by the Carlin Company, and we are going to get started with this one. We are going to keep it right here for the national anthem, which is being brought to you by Veteran Services of Williams County. So we're going to, hopefully this will work, and we'll send it down to our PA announcer, Aaron Hughes. We'll see how it goes, though, as we hit the buzzer.
And as a member school of the Ohio High School, welcome you to Bryan for tonight's match featuring the Swanton Bulldogs and your Bryan Golden Bears. Ladies and gentlemen, America is the land of the free and home of the brave, and that freedom has been afforded to us by the dedication and sacrifice of brave service deployed throughout our community around the world, and many others who have come before them. Extraordinary men and women, would you please rise as the Bryan Pet Band, under the direction of Stephanie Dupas, plays our national anthem.
National anthem being presented by Veteran Services of Williams County.
To this game and met the in tonight's games. Our officials are Mr. Thomas Donovan II, and Alan Rudlinski. Gentlemen, welcome to Bryan.
Officials tonight being sponsored by Tri-State Vision Center. Tri-State Vision Center have been serving the area since 1977. Contact us at either our Bryan or Montpelier offices for all your eye care needs. Time now to meet our starting lineups being sponsored by Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrications. Call Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrications for all your mechanical piping needs at 419-519-3111.
Now to meet the teams. First for the guests on the scoreboard, the Swanton Bulldogs. Starters for Swanton, number 5, Cole Mitchie. Number 22, Hayden Calicott. Number 23, Luke Borovich. Number 33, Caden Davis. And number 55, Charlie Wood. Varsity coaches Bruce Smith, assisted by Tori Villalobos, Jeff Coder, JV coaches Russ Bacon and Dylan Worley. And now for your Golden Bears. At a card, a 6'1" junior, number 2, Chase Kepler. At a card, a 6'1" senior, number 4, Evan Cox. At a forward, a 6'1" senior, number 10, Joe Watson. And a forward, a 5'11" junior, number 24, Sam Harrell. And a forward, a 6'2", sophomore, number 32, Carter Dominic. Varsity coaches Brock Holmeyer, assisted by Kevin Holmeyer, Casey Spetnall, JV coach Jalen Balderez, and freshman coach Maurice Super. Gentlemen, let's play ball.
There you have it, the starting lineups here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. I love the lights out. All we need are some spotlights going, like an NBA game.
Not too far away from. I was just thinking that. I was in Detroit on Monday night with my son and Tim Meister watching the Celtics and then the Pistons play. And the one thing about going to those ball games now, there's never a dull moment.
No.
There isn't a chance you could go to one of those games and be bored for a second. I think there's always something to watch. It's amazing the show that they put on.
Absolutely. I was at a Cavs game a few years ago when LeBron was there, but he wasn't playing that night. And it was like I was at a concert during the game. You know what I mean?
Well, and I think they played music through the possessions now. They don't even stop anymore.
All right, so it'll be Caden Davis, the 6'4" junior, that is going to be tipping things off here against Joe Watson. First tip, it's tipped by Swanton, goes out of bounds, and that should go to the Golden Bears. So that's one way to get it started.
Yeah, tip it hard off of one of the Swanton players, and we get the possession. And they'll get the next arrow.
All right, so
a little full-court pressure here out of Swanton to start. The Bears have had trouble, in your notes you had it. Swanton's forcing 5 more turnovers a game than what they give up. So they're going to want to make us handle it for sure.
Kepler starting tonight. Hopefully he can hang in there and be able to get through the game. Right now, Bears just moving it along. They feed underneath to Carter Dominic. Dominic will hand off to Sam Harold. Sam at the foul line gives back to Kepler.
Maybe Harold's drawn Cole Mitchie on him. It looks like probably the most athletic of the 5 starters for Swanton. So that gives you an idea of the respect they've got for Sammy.
Wow, nice move by Joe Watson. It gets knocked away though. Bears retain the offensive rebound, and then Swanton will come down with the second one, and they'll bring it down quickly. This is Borovich.
A couple good looks there for the Bears from the right block, and just short on both.
6:57 remaining, no score here first quarter. Borovich gives over to Calicott. Now they'll go baseline back out to Calicott. Now he'll come through the middle of the key, put up a shot, goes up and in. Nice defense by Kepler, but Calicott able to get it over the top.
Yeah, and I didn't mention that senior in our rundown. He's got 28 threes on the year and averages 9 a game. So there's some shooters and some scorers on the floor for the Swanton Bulldogs tonight.
Just looking at their record at 15-4, can't believe it's 2-3 in the league. 3 ball for Cox is no good. No rebound by the Bears. Calicott will come in and get it. And now Borovich has it. Borovich will go right side to Calicott outside the three-point arc. He'll dribble more toward the center, then give back to Borovich on the left wing. Borovich calls for Cole Mitchie to come visit. Mitchie takes the ball off of his hand, goes right back into Calicott. Mitchie standing at the right block. They get it into him. He'll try to spin move, bump into Joe Watson, put it up and in. So 2 close looks to the basket, and it's a 4-0 lead for the Bulldogs. They get it into Kepler, and Swanton continuing to pressure full court.
Mitchie got that one deep, that last possession there. Nice touch around the rim on a turnaround over Joe Watson.
Bears moving it around. They got it to Carter Dominic a couple times. That time Dominic goes and then backdoor cut by Cox to put it up and in for the first points. Good patience there by Carter Dominic.
Good job, patience by everybody. Nice backdoor cut, nice bounce pass, and Evan Cox with the reverse layup protecting the ball from the 6'8" freshman from Swanton.
Caden Davis thought about a 3. They get it inside, and then Hayden Calicott makes it to make it 7-2.
And that's what can't happen. The Bears cannot. Well, I thought we challenged it well. We can't let Swanton get hot from 3. They've got a lot of guys that can knock it down, and we don't. We don't have the guys that are going to answer that from outside, so we can't give up a lot of threes here early.
Inside to Dominic at the foul line, puts up a shot, no good. Calicott will come down with the rebound and head the other way. He has it on the left wing. Now he'll drive, dish out at the last second to Mitchie. It goes out of bounds, and Mitchie missed the pass, and he's frustrated by it, but I think Calicott got away with the travel as he passed.
Yeah, and Calicott looked like he was kind of going with the ball fake to Mitchie and throw it to the corner. I thought the same thing that Cole Mitchie did, that he was going to kick it down to the shooter in the corner, and he surprised everybody and turned it over.
Kepler brings it over. Carter Dominic now has it top of the key. He'll give to Sam Harold. Harold working against Mitchie. Now to Kepler. Kepler stops and pops it short. Rebound will come down to Borovich. Borovich is going quickly. Works it down, dishes out to Calicott. Shot is blocked by Cox. Calicott gets a rebound, and then he double dribbled with it.
Yeah, the official didn't think it was blocked. I wasn't sure it was either. It looked like it just came free out of his hand. Double dribble's an interesting call because he never took the first dribble, but I would call a travel on that for sure.
The 2 officials will tighten up.
Father-son combination here.
Come here, son. Let me tell you what this call should be.
That's what I was waiting to see. Let me go down and talk to my kid, see what he's got. Yeah, I thought it looked like the older Donovan was explaining there to Coach Smith on the sideline. I thought the same thing. It looked like he just lost it out of his hand when Bryan caught it. Can't do that.
All right, Bears will have it after the turnover, 7-2, 4:10 remaining first quarter. Bulldogs lead on the main stop scoreboard. They'll feed it underneath. Cox again on that backdoor, can't get the cut this time, still has it. Spin move, bounce pass to Carter Dominic. Dominic puts it up and in. Short corner.
And that's pretty good offense there. That's going to force Charlie Wood, the big freshman, to come out of the paint. Right now, 6'8", he just kind of wants to stand underneath the hoop, and if Carter Dominic can knock down, he had a 15-footer he missed earlier. There's another 15-footer from the baseline. He's going to get that look, or they're going to have to bring Wood out on him and take him away from the basket, and that's good offense for the Bears.
All right, Bears playing defense here. They'll feed it underneath to Charlie Wood. Wood will come up, and he will draw the foul. I think they're going to be able to get Jace Kepler on that one. They do. There was any number of guys standing around Wood, so at least they're closing in when somebody's trying to go up.
Yeah, I don't know if Kepler got surprised that he spun back to his left shoulder like that or what, but I'm not sure we needed to foul. I'd like to see us make him finish that move before we foul him too much inside.
First one is no good. Wood shoots 45% from the line. He's averaging 5.3 points a game. He is a big kid at 6'8", and he's not a string bean either.
No, 6'8", and he's big and thick, but he's still a freshman.
Tonight's free throws are being brought to you by Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor for quality custom homes, renovation projects, and commercial work. Contact us at 419-636-3712. Our second one is no good, so he went 0 for 2 from the line. And then Swanton will get the rebound, and it's blocked by Carter Dominic.
A good hustle there by Carter after giving up that offensive board. Nice recovery, way to force a turnover.
7-4 your score, 3:17 remaining first quarter. Swanton leads on the main stop scoreboard.
Like the intensity Swanton's playing in. A couple of teams that are playing some good, aggressive man-to-man defense without a lot of clutching and grabbing right now.
Carter Dominic has it on the left wing. He'll go baseline, then kick back out. Sam Harold launches a three. That's going to be off course. Rebound will come down to Borovich. Borovich is running. He'll dish down to Calicott, who puts it up. No good from three. Rebound comes down to Charlie Wood, and Wood is being double teamed. He gets it away to Mitchie, and Mitchie will get it to Borovich. They'll reset.
I don't think Calicott meant that. He about banked that one in, and just those long rebounds on three balls are just so tough defensively to make sure you're in the right position. You take those away.
Borovich misses the shot. Rebound comes down to Jace Kepler. 7-4 remaining, 2:22 first quarter. 7-4 your score, rather. 2:22 remaining. Sam Harold, nice move, comes inside the key, puts up a shot, will draw the contact. And Charlie Wood's looking where the charge was, but I think the foul was the bump on the way in, not the contact at the end.
Yeah, I think they got a little bit of body as he attacked, but he did a pretty good job standing his ground to take that charge. Sammy with no chance to step around because of all the bumping he was getting.
And I think Cole Mitchie has a shoe issue.
Looks a little gimpy coming off there.
So we're going to see Jake Robinson and Drew Smilgowski come in. And Pels will come in for the Golden Bears.
I think right now Pels' job is to come in and try to give us a minute, give Carter Dominic a break against the big guy. You get to lean on him for a while here. Give Carter a chance to catch his breath.
First one from Sam is good, so that'll be the first point of the game for Sam Harold. 7-5 your score, 2:13 remaining first quarter. Next one is up and good as well. Bears within one.
81% free throw shooter, and looked at all of it right there.
Okay, so Swanton will inbound under the basket. Bears in a full court defense. Looks like a full court zone almost.
Yeah, just like a diamond in one, trying to trap up top.
And Borovich takes it to the hole and then will draw Aiden Pels on the foul. No, they're not going to get Pels, are they? I don't think he signaled 22.
It didn't look like it was.
Let's get a recount.
Looks like they're calling that on Sammy Harold.
They did call it on Sammy Harold. Interesting. I don't know if was he in the vicinity. I don't know about that.
No, I don't know either. It sure looked like Pels was the one that was standing down there, but.
First foul shot is missed. Sporovich is a 72% free throw shooter. That one rattles, no good. Joe Watson will come down with the rebound. Man, almost let it go out of bounds.
Hung up there on the rim. And hard to time your jump on a ball like that barely came off the rim.
Pels has it. We'll give to Kepler. Kepler back to Pels on the left wing. Pels will dribble around, back to Kepler, top of the key. Actually, he's in between the circles now. Borovich will come in and force him to do something. Hand off to Watson. Now back to Kepler, loses the basketball, has it back, makes a spin move over Charlie Wood, misses the shot. And I'll tell you what, that was, I can't believe he held on to that basketball.
It took everything he had to get that out of that crowd. A lot of hands in there, and then he got a pretty decent shot off. Just wasn't able to get it in off a glass.
Calicott working on Pels. Now they get it to Wood. Wood will back his way in on Watson. Make a shot with the right hand. No good. Rebound will come down, and we're going to get a foul. And did they give that on Sam Harold again? That'd be trouble.
Was the closest. We'll see who he gave it to. Yeah,
okay, he gave it to Cox. And Coach Homeyer was like, how about down there, man?
Yeah.
He's got his back to me, and I think that's what he was saying anyway.
I'm sure. Well, I think we've met coaches, so I'm sure that's what he was saying.
That's right. So Calicott with it. He'll come drive baseline, miss the shot. Rebound comes down to Ward, and then Carter Dominic just takes it out of his hand.
Yeah, nice job poking that away from the big man there. 4 turnovers early here for Swanton. That's been playing to the Bears' favor so far.
Under a minute to go here, first quarter, 7-6 Swanton. Sam Harold drives, needs some help, finds Kepler back door, now out to Carter Dominic, who puts it up and in with the about 15-footer.
Yeah, again, Carter Dominic's got to find that spot away from the basket and keep knocking that shot down, because as long as they're defending him with wood, he's going to get that shot.
All right, Swanton moves it around. Top of the key for Borovich, and he's just going to wait. 33 seconds to play here, first quarter. Main stop scoreboard shows 8-7 now in favor of the Golden Bears.
Keep the ball in front of us here. Try to force them to take a tough shot. Something where they don't get an easy run at the basket.
I think this
expect some penetration here, possible kick to Wood. So
that's what I'm going for.
I'm not going to help off too hard if I'm Carter Dominic.
Borovich will drive, put up a shot, and he's going to get a foul. And let's see what the foul is called, and that might be on,
that's on Cox
again. That's 2 on him.
Yep.
That's a problem. So now Dylan Koenig will check into the game, as will Carter Brown. And Borovich will take some foul shots with 8.9 remaining here first quarter. Main stop's open when you need them. You're always near a main stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday every Thursday.
Well, the 5th free throw already the first quarter for Swanton. That's her first make.
That's a tie ball game at 8 apiece now with 8.9 seconds to go.
I really think that was just, it's hard not to when you're in the vicinity, but I would love to see Evan Cox just stay straight up or maybe even try to plant his feet, take a little charge against that. I think we gave them a couple free throws there we didn't need to give away, plus Evan gives himself his second foul, which is no good for us, as you mentioned.
There's inbound it. Carter Brown has it. He'll give to Koenig. Koenig will dribble up quickly, 3 seconds. Get it to Carter Brown. 3 ball in the air. No good. So at the end of the first quarter of play, the main stop scoreboard shows 9-8 in favor of Swanton. We're going to take this time out, come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
If you want a quality education that leads to great, endless opportunities for future success, Northwest State is your community's college.
If you haven't stopped by Bryan Ford Lincoln to test drive the all-electric F-150 Lightning
or the rugged and sporty Ford Bronco, we only have one question for you.
Why not?
This Ford Bronco is great for daily commutes or the Outback.
And this F-150 Lightning will do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds without using a drop of gasoline. When you stop by and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln, you can test drive either of these great vehicles.
Stop by and see us. We'll help you order the exact vehicle that you want and need.
So stop by and see us today at Bryan Ford Lincoln.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, it's the ESPN student section tonight. Got the ESPN crew here. And let's see, we got Brody Devlin down there. And we've got Reese Grotehouse in the middle there. And I think that is...
on the left, looks like it could be... It's Connor Whitler.
Connor Whitler, that's who it is. Yep.
Or Greg Olson, possibly Greg Olson, but he's not an ESPN guy unless they've already fired him for Brady.
Shot is made there as Swanton got it to start. That was Borovich, and he's got 4 right now as the lead is expanded to 11-8. Excuse me.
And you can see Borovich where he gets his points. He's so strong. He can knock down the outside shot, but when he gets the ball towards the rim, elevates nice, and it's tough to take the ball away from him. He can shoot through contact.
A nice takeaway there by Smigelski. He comes down with it, spin move, and they give to Mitchie to reset things.
This is Mitchie, first time back on the floor since he went off hobbled, so he seems to be moving okay.
Left side underneath to Mitchie now, and Mitchie will lead with it. They're going to call nothing on that?
Well, yeah, I don't know. Is that a shot attempt? Is that a turnover?
Is that just out of bounds? I don't know. I do know Mitchie led with his shoulder, whatever it was.
He did. I'm going to call it a turnover. Because
let's see if we can see that one.
I don't think it's fair to call that a shot attempt for the poor kid.
So Bears will go baseline for Watson. Gets tipped out of bounds by Mitchie. Mitchie's still hobbling just a little bit.
Yeah. Still feeling it some. Nice job there by Joe Watson. Great job attacking the baseline. They were giving it to him. Good recovery by the Swanton defense to tip that away because we were going to get an open look from the corner.
All right. Bears trying to inbound. They get it. Backdoor cut. Sam Harold up and good. Actually, wasn't a backdoor cut. It was a runner right through the lane.
Yeah, a nice find by Jace Kepler. Good shot fake to let the defender get off his feet. Finished by Sammy.
Good job defensively by the Bears. They could have given a quick three down here, and they haven't. Calicott will give out. Now Mitchie has it top of the key. Mitchie looks to drive. Bounce pass over to Calicott. Now top of the key to Smigelski. Smigelski will hand off to Borovich.
The Bears doing a lot of switching on screens down here. Good scramble every time to find somebody.
Mitchie will dish to Calicott, miss the shot. Rebound will come down and tip to Carter Dominic. So it's 11-10 now. Swanton holding on to a 1-point lead.
Yeah, Swanton hit their first three and they're 0 of 4 since then. So hopefully that trend will continue for the Bears.
Watson with the basketball. Will hand off to Jace Kepler. Kepler's working on Borovich. Now over to Cox, and we're going to get
an offensive here on Watson.
Okay, so is that like usually a legal screen? Or?
Yep.
So that'll be a turnover for the Bears.
Didn't look like he kept his hands, didn't set his feet, and didn't keep his hands down. Almost looked like he threw a little bit of a forearm shiver at the Swanton defender as he ran by.
So 5:50 remaining second quarter. Swanton has a 1-point lead, 11-10 on the main stop scoreboard. Will come through the key. Shot is up, no good. Rebound knocked around. It'll come back to Mitchie. Now a three ball is no good, and we're going to get a. What is the call?
Ball went over the back.
Okay, over the back. I saw Watson hit the deck, and I'm wondering what I missed.
Yeah, a lot of action going after that basketball.
So Watson is up and okay.
I think I'd like to see the Bears keep their feet. Looks like these guards from Swanton really like to attack the basket. I think there is the opportunity to take some charges. We left our feet. Kepler and Harold both tried to block a shot there on that last penetration. I think Swanton player was a little out of control. We could have drawn a charge on him.
Kepler has it. He'll go all the way down low, then back out to Cox. Cox being guarded by Calicott. Face guard. Calicott will poke it away. We're going to get a foul. And that foul is going to be on Calicott. That'll be his first, team second. 5:19 remaining here. Second quarter, 11-10 Swanton.
I think the Bears are really good when the ball's moving and we're moving. We just don't want to get in too many times when the ball's stagnant.
Timeout by Swanton. They want to talk about it for lawn care, snow removal, fertilizer, and spraying. Call Stockman Lawn Service at 419-636-6572. Going to take a quick 30. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
If you want a quality education with transfer opportunities to four-year schools, Northwest State is your community's college.
Game.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 11-10. Swanton in favor of the Golden Bears. Bears have possession, though, and they will have it on the sideline as Sam Harold will inbound. On the floor for the Bears, Sam Harold, Jace Kepler, Evan Cox, Carter Dominic, and Joe Watson. Inbound to Watson, then right back to Harold, and now to Kepler. So that was kind of an interesting little motion. Cox with it, and Cox will try to dish to Kepler, and he will end up getting the ball back, and a foul will be committed. And it's going to be on 22. That'll be 2 on Calicott.
Back-to-back on him. What really started out is going to be a little ugly there for the Bears. Evan Cox thought he was going to get a backdoor cut, and the Swanton defender's the one who went where he wanted to throw it, but it bounced right back to him. He ended up being strong with the ball and able to get a shot off, draw the foul.
First foul shot is missed. Cox shoots 67% from down there. Ryan O'Shea is going to check in for Swanton. And then also the big guy, Charlie Wood. Second one is no good. Wood will snag the rebound. I was just going to say, remember when we had big guys here at Bryan? It changes things, doesn't it?
We had a nice run there with some big guys for a few years.
One of which is playing Division I college football now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice spin move by Mitchie. He misses the shot, though. Rebound will be put back by Charlie Wood.
There's some nice hands by the big man there on the offensive glass. A nice job not coming down with it. No chance to bring it down, get tied up.
13-10, Swanton leads now. 4:38 remaining, first half. Carter Dominic at the top of the key. No-look pass over to Kepler. Kepler will give to Cox. Cox will dribble in, get a quick double team, give to Dominic. Dominic looks to drive, then he'll give back out to Kepler. I think you're right. I don't think Wood's going to come out and guard Carter Dominic. Underneath, backdoor cut, Evan Cox.
That's just a great design. That's probably some of the best set action that the Bears run, is that getting that ball to the elbow and finding the weak side, or get the strong side cutter. And that's a nice bounce pass there. Our big men have gotten really good at knowing when to expect it and when to make the pass.
Swanton coming the other way with it. Borovich has it, gets it underneath to the big guy, Wood. Wood tries to move against Carter Dominic, puts up an ugly shot. Dominic will get it on the rebound.
Bears did not do. Carter Dominic got away with getting up off his feet right there and giving Wood a good look. Fortunate the big man missed from up close and Dominic able to take the board away.
Dominic will have it, work around a screen from Kepler. Now they'll give it to Cox. Cox will drive, put up a shot, no good. No contact, no whistle rather. And Borovich coming the other way. 3-ball in the air for O'Shea, no good. And it goes off the top and it'll be a Bears basketball. It's a couple now that have gone off the top of the backboard.
Yeah, some strong kicks here.
So let's reset here. 3:26 remaining second quarter. Swanton has a 13-12 lead over these Golden Bears. Neither team in foul trouble really. Bryan has a foul to give if they want to. Swanton has 3 team fouls.
It's a good defense. It's 13-12, like you said. This isn't all about bad offense. This has been some really good defense by both teams so far.
Carter Dominic misses a close one and coming down.
Not a lot of second chances. There haven't been a ton of offensive boards in this game.
3-ball in the air, no good. Rebound comes down to Kepler, and that was by Cole Mitchie that put that one up. And the fact that they have gone cold after the first 3-pointer has really helped the Golden Bears.
Yeah, because they're continuing to take their shots. They've taken 7 threes so far and just have the first make of the night. So that's keeping the Bears in things offensively while they try to figure things out on this end.
Cox has the basketball. They'll feed underneath to Sam Harold. Now kick back out. 3-ball for Cox. Shot is blocked. Rebound comes down to Watson. Loses the basketball. Picked up by Kepler. Kepler will go over the big guy. Nothing. And rebound will come down to Borovich.
Boy, Watson and Dominic did a great job with a couple of touch passes there to each other. Impressed by that.
And again, lots of contact, no whistle whatsoever. It looked like contact executed by the offensive player.
You know what? These officials have figured out how you don't lose the 50-50 block charge. You just don't call either one.
That's right. You just let it go.
And the ball flies out of there. We call it a turnover. We go back to the other end, and nobody argues.
Exactly. Nobody's mad at that.
You can't argue block or charge when we don't call either one.
Cox puts it up from the foul line for 2. Bears take a 14-13 lead now with 1:50 remaining.
Nice curl cut there by the senior to knock down the jumper.
Swanton will bring it up. Borovich will call where he wants his player to be. He's working against Cox. Feeds it underneath to Mitchie. Mitchie puts up a shot, and it's no good. Rebound comes down to Woods, who misses the shot. Get another rebound. Another shot missed. Kepler comes down with it, and now Woods is going to have a foul. Actually, that's going to be Caden Davis that'll be whistled for the foul.
Well, we didn't get the first 2 rebounds. We got the third one and then got the reach call, so we survived a couple of point-blank shots from the big man.
There were 3 right there.
Well, Mitchie got a good look to start, just fell off the backside of the rim. And Wood was able just to rip it down from over the top, and then he missed a couple of point-blank ones that you're not going to get away with very many times if you're Coach Homeyer, so take them when you get them.
That's right. Bears have it. 1:23 remaining here in the half. They lead 14-13. Kepler will bring it up. Bounce pass underneath to Carter Dominic. Dominic almost gets it poked away, finds Sam Harold. Harold working against Mitchie. Harold puts it up and misses the shot. Rebound comes down to Harold. The lead is now extended to 3. 1:05 remaining here, third quarter.
Bears talk about shooting that one through contact. That one was even partially blocked, I think, and went in.
O'Shea with the basketball. We'll give to Mitchie. Mitchie looks to drive. Pell steals it away from him. And we're going to get a full timeout called by Coach Homeyer. So with 52.4 left to go here, second quarter, and a 16-13 lead, the Bears want to talk about. We're going to take it with them after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
If you want a quality education with transfer opportunities to 4-year schools, Northwest State is your community's college.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network. It is 52 seconds to go here in the first half, and the Golden Bears find themselves with a 3-point lead.
Yeah, great defense has been the story. Now we're knocking down some shots when we get our chance, but we played great defense. We're battling on the boards against a bigger lineup. I spent that time out watching Coach Smith chat with his boys from Swanton, and he got a little red face. He's not real happy with them down on that end. 7 turnovers. I don't think this is the execution on the offensive end is at the level that he likes right now. So if the Bears can find a way to get a bucket and a stop, and boy, another one, we'll see what happens. But let's get one first and a stop. That'd be great.
50 seconds to play here in the first half. Poked away, and then Wood will get it and tip it right back to the Bears.
Carter Dominic saved that possession right there. Got tipped away from behind. He beat Wood to the ball and tipped it right back to Jace Kepler. So heads up play by Carter Dominic.
Sam Harold has it on the left wing. Now they give it to Kepler.
Gimpy again trying to chase Sam Harold around. I don't know if he got tied up with somebody in the paint, but I don't think that ankle just isn't feeling good.
Yeah. They whistled it closed for him. So they're going to sit him down, and Jake Robinson, the 6'3 senior, will check in. That was the official saying, go sit down. So the Bears will inbound it on the far sideline.
Really not bad. Almost, it almost works out as a timeout halfway through those last 55 seconds. Chance for the Bears to reset their offense and get something they like. Even without bringing them to the bench, Coach Homeyer could talk to his boys a little bit.
And I tell you what, I know you want to get points at the end of the quarter or the end of the half, but I'm perfectly happy taking a 3-point lead even if you don't get a shot. And the ball gets poked away. And just as I say that, Swanton puts up a shot, and it is no good at the end.
All right, Bears dodge another bullet right there at the end. I'm not quite sure what happened, but I don't think Jace Kepler thinks that he just gave it away clean.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, at halftime, the Golden Bears lead 16-13. Going to take our halftime timeout. Come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary, 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
If you haven't stopped by Bryan Ford Lincoln to test drive the all-electric F-150 Lightning
or the rugged and sporty Ford Bronco, we only have one question for you.
Why not?
This Ford Bronco is great for daily commutes or the Outback.
And this F-150 Lightning will do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds without using a drop of gasoline. When you stop by and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln, you can test drive either of these great vehicles.
Stop by and see us. We'll help you order the exact vehicle that you want and need.
So stop by and see us today at Bryan Ford Lincoln.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Why do so many people travel to Jason East Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knurk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network at halftime. The Golden Bears lead Swanton by a score of 16-13. Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold with you, and Brian, it was a really good first half defensively for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, as long as you mind nobody scoring, that's a good ball game, and you're a Bears fan. So defensive coaches or defensive-minded coaches and Bears fans are happy with a 16-13 lead right now.
Absolutely. So you got some stats for us here?
Yeah, this one is, they're taking it easy on me tonight in my math skills. for Swanton right now, and their 13 points. They've got guys coming in right now that are averaging. They have one guy averaging more than what they've scored in the game, and another guy that's averaging about right at it, and they've just got their 13 points. Hayden Calicote has got 5 points right now. He has the lone 3 for Swanton, then 4 points from Luke Borovich. Then you got 2 from both Charlie Wood and Cole Mitchie. Cole Mitchie comes in averaging 13, but he's been hobbling around on that ankle, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes for him the rest of the night. I think the big number for them and what Coach Smith was not happy about in the last time out is the 7 turnovers. Haven't been real careful with the basketball. 1 of 7 from 3, 2 of 6 from the free throw line for Swanton in the first half. The Bears on the other side, 16 points, just 2 turnovers. We have really done a nice job. I probably shouldn't mention if it doesn't go well in the second half, don't tell Coach Homemeyer I said it, but we've done a good job protecting the basketball. Right now, we've just had 3 guys score. Evan Cox has 6, Sammy Harold has 6, and Carter Dominic's got 4 to get us to our 16. We're 0 of 3 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. And the only numbers that matter right now is the Bears got 16, Swanton's got 13. And we're still playing with a lot of confidence on the defensive end. I think even with Swanton's size and grabbing a couple offensive boards in that first half, we've done a nice job of taking second chances away for the most part.
We have. We got that. I think this is the 3rd graders playing, and Micah Hughes just hit a bucket, and Aaron went crazy like it was a Bryan.
Heck yeah.
And he goes, I love that kid afterwards. That's great. That's great. So we've got a low-scoring half here, 16-13. And let's real quick, before we take our second break, let's talk just a little bit about the tournament basketball trail. So this is our last regular season game. Our next broadcast is going to be on the 18th, which is next Saturday night. And that is going to be at Kenton, right? No, at Bluffton. Excuse me, at Bluffton. It'll be either Elida or Kenton will be who the Bears will play. That game happens, I believe, Thursday night to see who the Bears will play. We will have that game for you for sure on BryanSports.com and Q96.5. Still not sure about WOSN's coverage of that, because as we get to tournament time, there's extra fees that need to be paid to the OHSAA and things like that. Then the boys play on the 22nd, and that game is at Anthony Wayne. And I can't remember who they play. They play the winner of. I think the Bears play Maumee.
Maumee,
yes, Maumee.
The winner of that game gets Rossford.
That's right. And so we will have that game for you again on the radio and stream for sure. And again, our plan, as it is every year, is to follow the Golden Bears, both teams, as far as they go. Now, you have to understand, folks listening out there and watching, that streaming has really changed things. So the OHSAA has partnered with the NFHS network, and if NFHS wants any tournament game, they get it. So that would lock us out of doing anything on Bryan Sports. But the plan is to stick with you as long as we can, and we will do that. All right, it is halftime. I'm going to take a timeout. Come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
If you want a quality education that leads to great, endless opportunities for future success, Northwest State is your community's college.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead. STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. The only limit is your imagination. Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
329-4040.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, halftime 16-13 in favor of the Golden Bears. And, you know, let's, I always ask you this, let's talk about what you're talking about in the locker room. First, let's talk of Coach Homemeyer. What is he saying?
Well, I think everything on the defensive end can stay the same. Even, the couple of times we've given up offensive boards, we've stayed after. We haven't made anything easy. And hung in there. So I think you keep doing everything you've been doing on the defensive end. Don't change a thing. Offensively, I like Carter Dominic staying at about 15 to 18 feet. That's a jump shot he can knock down. Wood is not going to chase him out there. force some penetration at him because he wants to protect the basket, and then kick and find Carter Dominic. The whole game isn't on whether he can knock down jump shots, but if he continues to knock shots down, that's going to have a huge impact on the way things go.
All right, if you're Coach Smith, he's got to be not pleased right now.
No, he's not happy about anything. Defensively, you can say, okay, we held a team to 16 points, but this is also a team that's coming in. They're averaging 55 points a game, basically, 54.5 points. They're expecting a lot more offensively out of their shooters. They haven't shot it well. I don't know. I would just think they're way more comfortable attacking and kicking, and they didn't do a very good job of taking care of the ball. 7 turnovers doesn't sound like a lot, but in a 16-13 game, those 7 possessions are huge. You can't continue to give those away. I wouldn't be surprised to see them maybe, and they've got to score buckets to do it, but if they can score a couple times, get into some full court pressure, try to make this game pick up its pace a little bit and get it back into an area that's a little bit more comfortable for them and not for the Bears.
All right, 16-13. Let's take a look at some scores from around the region in the NWOAL at the half. It is Wauseon 31, Archbold 23. Delta is up on Patrick Henry 14-12 at the half. And then let's see if there's anything else going on here in the league. I don't have a score on Liberty Center Evergreen. Liberty Center is at Evergreen tonight. Some other scores around the region. Pandora Gilboa, the Rockets over Macomb 33-18. It is Wayne Trace over Paulding in the Battle of Paulding County 30-23. First quarter score Fayette over Eden 9-8. And at the half, Kalide over Continental 23-12. Hilltop and Holgate 30 for Hilltop, 20 for Holgate. That game is in the third quarter already. And Defiance is down to OG 40-31 in the third quarter. Ayersville over Fairview 21-12. And I'll tell you what, that Defiance OG game is basically the game in Northwest Ohio tonight.
Sold out. Defiance was out of their allotment at 400 tickets by 10:30 in the morning on Thursday. Talking to a couple of the guys that we know down there, and that was the hottest ticket to get in Northwest Ohio. Broadcast live on WOSN. They kicked another game to a tape delay. And I just got it 3 minutes ago, the update in that game, OG 42-38. And they had a 7-point lead at the half. It sounds like Colin White and Zachary for Defiance have been just having a battle, one-on-one scoring for their teams right now. So you know that atmosphere is amazing. The old Supreme Court down there in Ottawa. Yep. Bears used to open up down there all the time. There aren't too many more intimidating places to play with the style of basketball that OG plays. So it sounds like it's going to be a good one right down to the wire.
Absolutely. Well, here at 16-13, going to take a 30-second timeout. Come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, it is 16-13. Bears lead the half over the Swanton Bulldogs here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Chris Malanga, Brian Arnold here with you. It's been a good basketball game and again a good defensive battle, and look to see what happens here in the second half.
Well, the Bears just have to continue to maintain some good possessions, get good shots, make good shots, and then keep fighting on the defensive end. Team Mitchie is back on the floor for Swanton. He's been playing through a little bit of an ankle, and we heard Coach Homeyer say that Kepler's playing through a little bit of an ankle.
Carter Dominic has it down low, puts up a shot, is blocked partially by Charlie Wood. He'll grab the rebound. Swanton comes down quickly.
Carter Dominic frustrated that didn't go. That was a fantastic move against the much bigger Charlie Wood, and just left that one a little bit short off glass.
Bears look like they're in a zone. So they'll feed it underneath to Mitchie. Mitchie going to work against Carter Dominic, misses the shot. Rebound comes down, and Woods is on the ground with it, and he'll get it underneath and put up a shot missed. The shot was missed by Caden Davis, and Carter Dominic comes down with the rebound.
Swan just continues to be really, really cold. They got a couple of nice looks from up close there.
Got a traveling violation on Sam Harold. I'm a little bit baffled by that one.
And a little shuffle of the feet. I thought I saw the same thing. Officials love to call that. And sometimes it almost isn't automatic, but I think both feet kicked before we got the ball on the floor.
All right, so Swanton will bring it down after the Bears turnover. 6:54 remaining here, third quarter. Main stop scoreboard shows 16-13 in favor of the Golden Bears. Carter Dominic's going to pick up a foul.
Coach Smith was just working the baseline official on his way down about contact the last trip. So, and the official was shaking his head, no, 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 all the way down, but then they got a quick call right there. That's a good example of a coach bringing something to the official's attention.
3 ball in the air for Swanton is no good. Rebound comes down to Woods. He misses his shot. Tipped back up. It's gone about 4 times. And then Mitchie picks it up, and they'll reset a possession underneath to Wood again. And we're going to get another foul on Carter Dominic. And they're going to say Carter Dominic had his arm around Charlie Wood, and I don't know about that one.
Yeah, the official's going to say that. Carter's not. Carter didn't agree with that. That's a heck of a battle.
Yeah.
You're giving up about 5 inches right there. That makes it really hard. And like you said, it's not a beanpole down there.
He's not. Mitchie puts up a shot, and that's good. So that takes it to 16-15.
Leading scorer's got a couple of good looks down there. That's, since early in the game, that's his second bucket, and the first one he's got to drop. He's had some good looks at point-blank range.
Bears bringing it down, and it gets it into Harold, who puts up a shot, no good. And the rebound will come right down to Caden Davis. They'll clear.
Good strong move there by Sammy Harold. I think he wanted some contact, kind of trying to shoot a layup through the contact.
And a quick layup to Caden Davis, and I'm thinking we're going to get a timeout from Coach Homeyer, and we do. Timeouts tonight being presented by Stockman Lawn Service for lawn care, snow removal, fertilizer, and spraying. Call Stockman Lawn Service at 419-636-6572. Bears Swanton's on a 4-0 run. They're going to take this timeout with them with a 30-second timeout back after this.
If you want a quality education with transfer opportunities to 4-year schools, Northwest State is your community's college.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask me?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network, the main stop scoreboard shows 17-16 in favor of Swanton. Bears had a 16-13 lead at halftime, and it's been 4-0 for Swanton. Main stop scoreboard. Main stop's open when you need them. You're always near a main stop. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. Took advantage of a main stop up at Pioneer on Thursday. In between my trainings, I went and got my Thirsty Thursday 79-cent pop.
That's a good move by you. I did not see one on my way back and forth to Swanton last night. But I know when I got out to get gas on the way home, I got blown around like tumbleweed.
Yes, you did. It was
a bad night to have to stop and get gas.
Absolutely.
I was watching both benches during the timeout, and I think it was the opposite conversation.
Backdoor cut by Evan Cox. Shot is missed. Wanted contact. They're coming down the other way. Stolen away by the Bears, and it'll go out of bounds and stay right here.
Just could not find the handle then off Evan Cox's foot. But I was going to say, I think Swanton spent the whole timeout drawing things up offensively. Coach Homeyer took the timeout because we lost a guy in a switch down there, and he wanted to talk about some defense. And, defense has been the name of the game so far tonight for both teams.
Swanton will inbound to Calicott, and he'll bounce pass over to Borovich and to Mitchie. So Swanton now slowing things down just a little bit.
I think they're looking for a matchup. They got Mitchie on Dominic, and a great pass there by Mitchie to a cutter.
And they're going to get a foul on Sam Harold as Caden Davis came through and missed a shot. I'll tell you what, I'm not complaining about the whistles. I just think that they're happening on this end and not that end.
Been a little lopsided. I'm sure you probably get Coach Homeyer to agree with you on that one too. It's tough matchups for the Bears. We're a little outsized at positions there. Coach Smith did a nice job right there finding a mismatch, getting Mitchie down on the block. He's such an athlete. He's a headache down there to defend, and then he found the cutter.
First one is made by Caden Davis. He's 40% from the line. Next one, good as well.
And watching the way he can jump, I think I understand a lot better the 84 offensive rebounds, too. The kid's got some springs in there.
And now we're going to get a foul on Borovich, 80 feet away from the basket. We'll take that.
They're trying to crank up the pressure a little bit. They want to get this pace going, or get the pace of the game going, and something that's more favorable to their style. They're going to use a little 2-2-1 press here to make that happen.
Cox has the basketball. He'll give over. And now they get it across to Sam Harold, who puts it in. Actually, it's Aiden Pels that he got to. Nice. And Swanton comes back quickly. I didn't even see Aiden come in.
No, Aiden Pels, nice job attacking 6'8" right there and high off the glass for a bucket.
19-18 Swanton lead. They have it. Calcott, now to Borovich, now in the corner to Mitchie, back out to Calcott. Is this a 2-1-2 zone?
It looks like we're playing a little bit of a matchup zone, and it's hard to tell between the difference of matchup zone or just passing off on screens. Either way, I think you're probably right. It's probably a 2-3, and we're trying to match up everywhere.
Charlie Wood made the bucket there for Swanton. So the Bears coming the other way, trailing 21-18, 4:22 remaining third quarter.
The Bears need to find a way to get Wood on a shooter right now, and because he's just going to sit back there and protect the rim, you're going to have open looks from 15.
Pels has it now, top of the key. He'll give it over to Sam Harold. Now back, now to Cox. Cox looks to drive baseline, runs into a couple of Swanton Bulldogs, and will kick it back out. Now they feed under Carter Dominic, back to Cox. Cox had to move, then they give it out to Sam Harold, who launches a three, and there's the whistle on the contact. He hit him right in the hands. I don't want to hear it, Caden Davis. You hit him right in the hands.
It looked like contact, but what you're going to get there is that whistle was so late. I think the ball had landed and Swanton was about to start in transition.
Yeah,
but you're right. It's a right call. There's a lot of hand on that contact.
They're looking to make sure they got the right number. So that Caden Davis has 2 now. He's frustrated about it, but as Sam released that ball, he slammed his hand.
We've watched a lot of ball games. I don't think we've seen a whole lot of, in the old days when a player used to put his hand in the air when he fouled, you don't see much of that anymore.
Nope.
Most of the time, if it's a pro player, they're putting the hand in the air and spinning their finger asking for a review because no one ever commits a foul anymore.
Free throws brought to you by Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor for quality custom homes, renovation projects, and commercial work. There's 3. It's a 3. They took 2 shots and they started over. There's 3.
What happened to that? All of a sudden they called that a 2-point shot or what?
That was a 3-pointer. He was well outside the arc.
He was shooting a 3.
He was shooting a 3.
Yeah.
He was shooting a 3. That's what it is.
Officials going to work together here.
Yeah.
That's what we got 3 guys for.
They got to figure that out.
And the 18 guys on our bench who are also happy to help remind them that was a 3-pointer. So we got a lot of people.
I was going to say when they started moving after 2, I was in the middle of the read.
Well, I was looking to see if I thought maybe I blacked out for a free throw there.
All right, so that one got missed. So the Bears made 2 of 3, 21-20. Swanton leads by 1.
Yeah, Chris, I think this just matching up and passing off cutters to everybody here. Just trying to take that stuff on the baseline away.
And we're going to get a foul, and that is going to be Charlie Wood. Well, you know what? Interesting. The reason I waited for a second is Bruce Smith got up and started screaming, and he was yelling at Charlie Wood, not at the officials. I was trying to figure that out. Now he's having a conversation with the officials.
If we're keeping stats on that, that's the 3rd time Evan Cox has tried to draw a charge tonight, and he finally got that call.
Got one. 21-20 Swanton. Bears have the basketball, 3:20 remaining. Underneath to Carter Dominic. Carter needs to turn and take that shot. He'll go up close, put up a shot, no good. Rebound tipped around. Swanton will come down with it. I'm telling you what, Carter take that mid-range jumper.
I think so too. I think he's got to force. It's a tougher shot to go at the 6'8" guy than to try to get your shot from back here.
Mitchie misses a 3-pointer, and the 3-point shooting woes continue for Swanton.
The Bears need that to continue. Yeah, what we looked at, they're shooting 35% as a team, and they had 3 guys shooting in the 40s.
Yeah. So Bears will have it, still down 1, 2:46 remaining third quarter. Cox has the basketball, will bounce pass to Harold. Now they'll give it back to Jace Kepler between the circles. Kepler will give it to Pels, then hand back off to Kepler. Kepler goes baseline, and we're going to get a foul. And we've talked about this with the Golden Bears. Every time you jump, you're going to come down potentially with a foul.
Yep.
if he had held his ground there, that's no foul, right?
Yeah.
If he hadn't jumped?
Two Swanton defenders left their feet. Good job by Jace with the head fakes. The old school fundamentals still work. Nice little jump stop head fix, going to get guys in the air. Everybody's a shot blocker. Everybody wants to send it out in the stands for the highlights, and the fundamentals are still going to work.
Kepler makes the first one, so we got a tie ball game with 2:33 remaining third quarter. This has been a good one.
Nice job by the Bears weathering that storm. Swan get out on that run, and when you're having the season, the kind of luck the Bears have had, it would be easy to hang your heads. I didn't see any of that. The Bears had just chipped away, and got right back into it.
Second one is missed. Mitchie will come down with the rebound, and Swanton's running. They find Calcott. Thought about a three. Now he comes inside, and he misses the shot. Put back is no good by Charlie Wood. Charlie Wood's looking for the foul, didn't get a call, and now the Bears are coming the other way.
I think he probably could have got some contact drawn. Good job by Carter Dominic of challenging, slashing, banging him a little bit on that putback to get the miss.
Bears moving it around. Cox has it at the foul line. Will dish to Sam Harold. Now back to Carter Dominic. Dominic will give to Kepler.
Right there,
left side.
Carter Dominic's just too far away. Wood's definitely not going to come out if you're 30 feet away from the basket, and you're not a threat.
Jumper by Kepler is missed. Woods comes down with it.
Kep just not able to get going tonight after scoring 30-some points in 2 games last week and just having one right now.
Cox
getting some looks, just can't get him to drop.
Caden Davis will come in, and Charlie Wood will sit down. Yeah, you put Carter Dominic at 15 feet, 10 feet. He's going to make that shot. 3 ball is missed again to come down to Caden Davis. Stolen away by the Bears.
Yeah, Jace Kepler just ripped that right out of his hands. Davis had great position. Got inside of Aiden Pels to board that, and Kep just saw him on the way down and took it away from him.
Baseline for Cox. He puts up a reverse layup. No foul. No make, and they're coming the other way with Borovich, who puts up a layup, no good. Ooh. Rebound comes down to Mitchie, and Carter Dominic had that in his hands, and we went to pass it to the Golden Bears.
Yeah, that's a miss there by the officials. A lot of bodies flying around out there, but looked like Woods went right through Dominic.
And now we're going to get a reach on Borovich. And, the interesting thing is the coaching staff, again, is saying to the player, not the official, why do you do that where you're at, right? You don't need to do that.
Swanton's committed 9 fouls, but if you ask their kids, they haven't committed any. They've questioned every one of them, and it's been called the same way all night. Nothing's changed.
Under a minute to play here, third quarter, Bears trail by 2. Baseline for Joe Watson, puts up a shot. Hard off glass, no good. Kepler misses the shot, no good. And Swanton's running the other way.
Well, a couple really good looks for the Bears right there.
3 ball by Vorovich is no good. And the lid is on the basket. Carter Dominic grabs the rebound.
Wow, that's a lot of skin right there. Great job by
Dominic
Carter.
was assaulted there.
Yes. Not too far off. Nope. A lot of contact.
Baseline for Cox, and Cox will get the foul called by Drew Smigelski.
And that one probably makes up for the one on the other end.
They don't do that, though, right?
No. No, we're just going to say that evened out here, just in the world of karma, maybe.
Dylan Koenig will check back in for the Golden Bears. He will inbound the basketball.
If Jace Kepler's battling an ankle, he's doing a pretty good job of it. Coach trying to get him a little extra break with the quarter coming.
Koenig tries to get it in. They do, and then it's turned over. And Swanton goes out fires it off of Dylan Koenig. So they'll have 19 seconds. That was a heads-up play there by Smigelski to get that and throw that off of.
Yeah, good reaction there by the senior.
So Swanton will bring it up. They'll cross the timeline. They've got 10 seconds to go. Works around a screen. And Borovich is going to get the contact, and they're going to call that on Dylan Koenig.
Not a bad foul.
Nope. I like it.
Didn't give up the layup. Just the 4th one, just his first. It is some limited time tonight, so didn't give up a layup.
Mitchie has it, puts up a shot, no good, and the Bears will get it. And at the end of the third quarter of play, the main stop scoreboard shows 23-21 in favor of Swanton. Going to take this timeout, come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Why do so many people travel to Jason East Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knurk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietsch Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Back out on the Golden Bears Sports Network in between the third and fourth quarters. They recognize the 7th grade girls basketball team and Coach Aaron Montgomery, who won the NWOAL championship for 7th grade. And Aaron followed that up by filling in on Monday night as the color analyst. So she's had a very exciting week.
Yeah, there's your prize. Congratulations. Yeah, I was there that day. We had our 7th grade girls, 7th grade boys, and 8th grade girls there.
Poked away as Evan Cox will tie the ball game up.
Nice defense there by the Bears. 7th grade boys played a great game against a good Archbold team. Came up just a little short, and then our 8th grade girls lost in overtime. So good future for Golden Bear basketball coming right now.
That's good. Swanton got the ball to start the quarter, and then Evan Cox just poked it away. They find Smigelski in the corner. He'll look to drive, then kick back out. Borovich will launch a three. That is no good. Nice putback dunk by Cole Mitchie.
Yeah. To say the least, nice putback dunk. Another miss of a three, but you're not defending much there. Cole Mitchie got off his feet really well and finished that one.
Ball is poked away by Dylan Koenig. I always love the coaches that are incredulous that that's not called a backcourt violation. It's like he didn't dribble it backwards and go over the line. Something had to give there, and the Bears miss a opportunity there as Swanton leads by 2. Borovich with it, got about 12 steps.
Yeah, he took a bunch of steps there before he took off. Looked like the road runner's feet were spinning so fast before he got the ball on the floor.
Sam Harold will pick up the 3rd foul. So that'll put Borovich at the line. He's a 72% free throw shooter. First one is up and good. 3-point lead now for Swanton, 26-23. Kepler will return to the game.
Bears just got to keep hanging around here, keep playing good defense. And got to hope Swanton just continues to be ice cold from 3 because that's helped a ton.
That is. And
1 of 12 now from 3 for the Bulldogs.
Rebound is grabbed by Jace Kepler after the miss. That was a nice rebound after the miss. Bears coming down. Joe Watson's going to go baseline, then fired across to Cox. Cox will give to Kep. They'll reset at the top of the key. Oh, I like that if Cox had got open. Now they go right side to Harold. To Watson. Now back to Kepler. Now back to Sam Harold. Cox again, back to Kep.
Swanton worked really hard offensively or defensively here, man-to-man on that end.
Underneath. Shot is missed, and then Carter Dominic grabs the rebound and misses the shot again, but that time the foul gets called.
That's going to be 4 on Woods.
Well, Wood isn't out there right now. That was called on 33, Caden Davis. So yeah,
Caden Davis,
4 on Caden Davis.
Caden Davis.
Foul shots from Dominic. First one is good. I won't give his foul shooting percentage right now.
No.
Nope, not going to say it.
Been a good night so far. Carter's been active, done a nice job for the Bears.
Rebound comes down to Davis. So 2-point lead now for Swanton, 5:57 remaining. They get it underneath. Borovich has to pick up his dribble, gives to Cole Mitchie. Now top of the key to Borovich. He looks to drive, and we're going to get a foul away from the basket. If that's going to be on Sam Harold, that'll be 4 on him. They're going to call that on.
Looks like that's just going on Jace Kepler. A couple on
the way
now.
Sam Harold reacted to that, though, man,
Yeah, when you got 3 and there's a lot of time left, that's the last thing you want is a whistle anywhere in your vicinity.
They inbound. Now Cole Mitchie has it on the left wing. Will give to Borovich. The 5'10 senior gives back to Mitchie. Borovich thinks about a 3, comes inside, puts off a nice little jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to Carter Dominic. I think Borovich is a little gun shy with the 3.
I think so, too.
He had a wide open 3 right there.
He did. And nice attack with a runner. Back iron, couldn't get that to drop either. There's a lot of things that are going the Bears' way with the way the ball's bouncing. We need to find a way to capitalize on the offensive end.
Cox has it. Will hand off to Kepler. Back to Cox. Cox works around the screen, puts up a jumper at the foul line, no good. And the rebound, I don't know why you don't call a foul there, as Watson got absolutely murdered down there.
He had a hand around
and
his
now you're
neck
going to call it the other way. I don't understand that.
No, there's no way the official was looking anywhere in the vicinity of that because it was about a headlock. Joe Watson going for that rebound.
They're giving Evan Cox the foul. That'll be 3 on him. So that'll put to the line Cole Mitchie. 17 fouls for each team, so we're going to be shooting here from the outset the rest of the game, 27-24.
One more was moving after that. Did they call that a shooting foul?
Yeah, it looked like it. Misses the second one. They get the rebound, though. Mitchie puts it on the ground before he finds Calcott. They'll reset. That was not a good rebound opportunity for the Bears.
No, it was you don't get a lot of long rebounds off of free throws, but that was strong back into the middle of the paint.
Calcott has it. Will go right side. Now they go to the corner to Smigelski. 3 ball in the air is no good. Rebound comes down to Woods, and we're going to get, I think, well, no, they're going to call a block.
Maybe Carter Dominic trying to take a swipe there at that ball as it was coming down.
So that'll put Caden Davis to the line.
And he's been pretty active. Caden Davis, he's not scored a ton. He's got 4 points tonight, but he's athletic and he's been around the rim a bunch.
First one is good. 28-24, and Coach Homeyer wants a timeout to chat about this one. It's a 30-second, so we're just going to keep this here and let you know that timeouts are being brought to you by Stockman Lawn Service. For lawn care, snow removal, fertilizer, and spraying, call Stockman Lawn Service at 419-636-6572. Right now, the main stop scoreboard shows 28-24 in favor of Swanton. This has been a good basketball game. Bears led 16-13 at the half, and since then it's been an 8. Bears have had 8 since then, and it's been 15-8 basically, 15-8 run.
Yeah,
so.
and right now I think Coach Homeyer doesn't want to let this get any further away. He wants to make sure they get a good shot when they come down to the other end here. 4 points doesn't sound like much, but it's 28-24.
Yep.
You're 4 points, you get it out to 6. You're starting to talk possessions. 2, 3, 4 possession game becomes a big deal with 4.5 minutes left with 2 teams that are playing real slow and deliberate.
Yep. So 28-24, 4:35 remaining on the main stop scoreboard. Davis's second one goes off front iron. Rebound comes down to Kepler. Bears did a good job of boxing out on that rebound.
Yeah, much better that time. Kept the paint clear and pulled that one down.
Cox with the basketball will dish to Sam Harold. Harold will come into the foul line and then go back out to Cox. Kepler has it now. Kepler will go right side, give to Harold. Bears need to get a shot off. They haven't had a shot in the last couple of possessions. Carter Dominic has it now.
And Swan's they've cranked up the pressure defensively. I'm impressed with how they move and keep the ball in front. They're pretty quick laterally.
Cox will have it now, then back out. So Swanton's happy with this possession right here for the Golden Bears. Harold with it, and he traveled again.
Yep.
That one was pretty obvious.
Yeah, Sammy doesn't like it, but Sammy, that's a travel. I mean, I think he was thinking about what he wanted to do with the ball when he got it before he could get his feet set.
All right, so 28-24 remains, under 4 minutes to play now. Borovich has it now. He'll go through the key, and we're going to get a foul on Carter Dominic. That's not good because that's 4 on him.
4 on Carter now. The other thing that's not been good is the last 3 possessions now have ended with Swanton taking free throws, and that's starting to pile up. Next one's going to be the double bonus, still 3:40 left. Now Swanton doing a little better job defensively, not fouling. The Bears are doing a little more grabbing, probably getting a little bit more tired, not as deep. And what we need to see is these not go down to give us a chance.
Borovich makes the first one. Coach Smith is working the official right there. Bruce Smith reminds me of Jim Boeheim. He has a little bit of Jim Boeheim
look to
and
him,
the suit helps too. You know what I mean?
They don't get a lot of basketball staffs in suits anymore.
Nope.
The pullovers have been more common. And everybody on the bench has got a suit.
Yep, they got
Coach
5
must set
coaches.
the tone.
Yep, 5 coaches there with suits. Bears have it left side with Watson. They get underneath. Kepler then kick back out. 3 ball in the air for Sam Harold. No good. Rebound comes in from Watson, who put up the shot, miss it. Rebound again, put up a shot, miss it. Rebound again, and this time he kicks to Sam Harold. How is there nothing whistled down there?
It sure looked like he was playing through a lot of contact, but a great job by him not getting flustered, stuck with it.
And it's knocked right out of Carter Dominic's hands. Wow.
Just drawing a lot of players. We had tried to run a cutter by. We saw the point guard nearby. That just put a lot of defenders by Carter at the elbow.
So Swanton with it now. Mitchie working against Cox, and now they'll switch to Cox, and we're going to get a foul. Did they call that offensively?
They did call that offensive, yeah. Good job by Evan Cox to get his feet set and get in front. Swanton trying to burn some time, running that 3-man high ball weave up there. So it's going to take some stops and some calls like that here to help us towards the end.
Obviously, on the offensive foul shots are not used.
No, and I'm like you. You said it the last time. We need to start getting some shots. We could need shots earlier in the clock. We'll find some ways of whether we got to attack and try to get to the free throw line, whatever it is.
Underneath the Pels.
We got to find some ways to get some
turn
offense
to
going.
put that up.
Yeah. It's not his game, and he's not asked to do that a lot, but he's going to have to do it right there.
Watson misses the shot. Rebound comes down to Borovich. Yeah, that Pels need to shoot that there.
I mean, it's a 2, maybe 3 possession game at this point. Now Swanton with the ball with 2:15 left.
And they're going to call a timeout. Let's see if it's a full or a 30. It is a full. So we are going to take it with them. 2:16 left in this one, 30-24, favor of Swanton. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
I'm Tom Turnbull of Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused, celebrating our 100th anniversary, 2022.
It's great working with family. The relationship we have with one another allows us to focus on your family and help guide you through the planning process.
We focus in on your family's needs to make sure that everything is done the way that you and your family want.
Right now, our family wants a Golden Bear victory.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Back on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 30-24, Swanton leads. This game was 16-13, Bryan, at the start of the third quarter, and they have opened up a big lead here. Bears with just 8 points in the final so far, 14 minutes.
Yeah,
and Swanton able to tack on a bunch of foul shots.
And like you said, you don't look at 30-24 and think big lead, but in a night when points have been at a premium, those 6 are big. The Bears need to stop this possession.
Lots of conversing coming on between Coach Bruce Smith and Daniel Donovan, the official. Swanton will get an inbound in the backcourt. Borovich working on Kepler. They'll give to Calicott. And triple team Mitchie, and we're going to get a foul on Watson. So that'll be 10 team fouls, and that'll go to the line. Mitchie will put up 2 because it's the double bonus now.
Yeah, so double bonus, not helping the Bears either at this point. Need to miss of at least 1, and then we've got to get the ball down to that end and get some quick shots off.
Absolutely.
No, we don't have time to run offense. We've got to get some balls hoisted up.
First one is good. It makes it a 7-point lead.
Mitchie just got himself to double digits. Came in averaging 13, second leading scorer. Him and Borovich have both been leading scorers this year and both struggled tonight.
That one is missed. Bears come down with the rebound. They got to move quickly. Sam Harold has it. Harold working on Mitchie. Sam Harold looks to drive, loses the basketball. Then he'll give back to Cox. Cox Goes to put up a shot, nice move, missed it, gets the rebound, and then he'll draw the contact.
Well, there's been a lot of action under that basket. That's the first whistle that's happened down there in a while, but Bears have just been missing some point-blank looks. I don't think any of them been easy because I think they're getting hit a bunch.
Calicott was actually who got the foul whistled on him. So that'll put Cox in line with an opportunity to get a couple foul shots here with the clock stopped. We have an update on that Defiance OG score.
64-62 OG. Less than a minute, Defiance ball.
Wow. First one is good. Second one coming for Cox is no good. Rebound comes down to Caden Davis.
The free throw line hasn't been super helpful for the Bears. They haven't been terrible, but they haven't been great. In a close game, they're going to have more misses than what they want to see.
They get it underneath to Mitchie, then back out. And Bears just swiping at everyone. Mitchie will come in, put up a layup, no good.
Good contest there by Carter Dominic against
absolutely.
Mitchie, who's got a dunk earlier. Just kind of, if nothing else, got in his eyesight.
Yep.
Forced him to miss that layup. That was kind of ill-advised. They need to eat a little more clock there.
Bears need to get a shot up here.
The Bears need to go.
They do. Watson will get bumped. We'll head to the line. So 2 trips now. 2 trips now. The Bears will go to the line to shoot to make foul shots without the clock running. That's going to go on number 4, Drew Smigelski. That's only his second. Both teams shooting two foul shots now because it's 10 apiece.
Good attack by Joe Watson. We didn't get the jump shot we wanted, but it was a good job attacking the basket to draw the contact.
Free throw rattles in and out. We're going to get a sub come in, and Dylan Koenig will come in. After a make, he will come in.
Just 7 of 15 from the line right now for the Bears, if my quick math is right.
Next one is good. Sub will come in. Watson will sit down. We're going to bring in some kids without a lot of fouls. I can see the strategy right now.
Yeah, we're going to do a little offense, defense, and we're going to have to get a quick one.
And Coach Smith is going to want a timeout now with 1:03 remaining. 31-26. This is going to be a full timeout. So we're going to take this one along with him as well. 31-26. Swanton leads. Back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 31-26. This one's a tight one between the Golden Bears and the Swanton Bulldogs. Swanton leads 31-26. The main stop scoreboard open when you need them. You're always near a main stop. Don't forget a Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. And I know there are no moral victories, but the Bears have played really well against a team
They played really well, but you're right. It's not going to feel like that on that bench for the kids or the coaches. A win is the only thing is what they're looking for right now. They played hard every time we've watched them.
They get the ball in, and we're going to get a foul. Ooh, I don't know about that. They whistled Cox, and Cox had both hands on the ball. Wow.
Yeah, it would have been really nice right there to pick up a jump ball instead, especially with us having possession.
I don't know.
A little bit like the JV game when we saw the jump ball that was called. Like as soon as the defender looked at the ball, the jump ball was called. This was a pretty quick whistle to give the foul when it looked like it was tied up.
Oh, I tell you what, he had both hands on that basketball. First one is good by Borovich. You know, for what we've said about the missing, the officiating hasn't been bad tonight.
No, this has been a solid crew.
Yeah.
Done a nice job.
We've seen some doozies this year, but
we have, and tonight's not been one of them. Tonight's been a really good crew, and this is a veteran crew. These guys have done a lot of basketball games and a lot together.
That one's missed. They go under a minute. Bears trail by 6. Need to get it down and get some shots. We can't be playing around like this. We need to chuck these. Cox loses the basketball. hands it back. We got to get a shot up, boys. 3 ball, and good. Timeout is being called by Coach Holmeyer. He ran all the way down the court to do that, and finally the back official saw him do it.
Yeah.
So 32-29 with 41.8 to go. It's going to be a full. We're just going to keep it here because basically we're out of commercials. So, we'll just stay right here and talk about this one. Look at this right here. 3 ball going downtown.
First 3 ball of the night for the Bears, and it couldn't have come at a better time. Cut the lead to 3 with 41 seconds. You're going to have to try at this point to turn over Swanton really quick and then not let them burn a bunch of clock. You're going to have to send them to the free throw line if you can't turn them over right away.
Yep, absolutely. And, officials down there having a conversation, just kind of setting the thing here. And 32-29. This would be a big one for the Golden Bears if they can sneak out with a win.
Yeah, at this point I think you got to be, coaches are talking to Coach Holmeyer. We got to know who we want to foul if we get to the point where we have to foul. But in the end, and I think I could see Coach who is talking to the boys about what number they want the ball to go to, who they want to foul. But at this point, once you start to burn clock, you just got to foul the guy closest to you if you can't get that turnover.
Coach Smith still has 2 timeouts. So if they can't get it in, they'll do that. That one's almost knocked away. Calcott will bring it up, bounce pass, and they'll get it in the corner. Now they come up and foul. Cox will commit foul number 5. That'll send Cole Mitchie to the line.
Good scramble there by the Bears. I thought for a second the way Davis fired that out from the corner, maybe he'd throw it in the backcourt, but I forgot he was throwing to Mitchie.
Yeah.
He's got some springs out there and pulled that one down.
So Watson will check in. Cox will head off the court. And again over here they're having a discussion about who to get the ball to. He's showing the clock and he's showing numbers. They're going to let him come in before the first foul shot. And I don't know.
I'm not sure Coach Smith understood that, and he was the one trying to sub somebody in, but he'll take it.
I don't know what he's talking about.
He's trying to figure out who fouled out for us.
So Mitchie makes the first one. That was true. I don't know what I didn't know what he was saying, but then he looked over at the scores table and I could read lips. Who fouled out? So it's a 4-point lead now. And Mitchie makes it 5. So the Bears have to quickly get down.
4 or 5 is 2 possession either way.
Yep.
Bears need to find to get something up quick.
Watson with it. Watson will go baseline. Watson will put up a reverse layup. It's good. Now they're going to come up and try to block here. In there, and a foul is committed, and Jake Robinson will head to the line. We don't have any stats on Robinson for what his free throw percentage is.
Well, we need him to miss 2 here.
Yeah, that'd
Jake,
be good.
Help us out.
Need to go for 2.
This will be. I imagine he's on the floor at a situation like this because he can knock him down. So I don't think Coach would have him out there if he didn't think he could make free throws.
6'3" senior. First one, good. Coach
Senior that hasn't been on the floor very much, but it comes in, hits a big shot for making it a 2-possession game.
He will call a full timeout. Actually, it's going to be a 30-second timeout. He'll call it. So now it's a 2-possession game again, 35-31. So really the second shot doesn't matter. Again, it's 2 possessions.
Right.
But, if the Bears could get down, get a 3, and get a foul maybe,
you're going to have to push something. Yeah, you're going to push something really quick to the other end and then foul right away. You don't have time. You hope you get lucky and they throw you one, but you're going to have to foul right away and just keep playing that game and hope that you get a good break at the other end.
So 35-31. Another free throw is coming from Jake Robinson.
And we have a final from Ottawa, OG 65, Defiance 62.
Ooh. That
one lived up to the hype right there.
Absolutely. I thought Defiance was the real deal. We saw him twice. We saw him against the Bears, and then I saw him again against Liberty Benton. That one is good, so it's a 5-point lead. Bears will just fire it down quickly. Kepler will bring it up. Kepler will give to Koenig. Now back to Kepler. Somebody's got to shoot. 10 seconds. Carter Dominic will go baseline, put up a shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Watson, misses the shot, up again, misses the shot, and Swanton's going to get out of here with a 5-point lead at 36-31. So the Bears fought valiantly, but that second half they just couldn't overcome the fouling and Swanton shooting from the line, making it 36-31. And we're going to take a timeout, come back with our halftime show after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask me?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
I will earn a bachelor's degree, and I'm doing the bachelor's bound transfer pathway at Northwest State. I'm saving thousands on tuition while getting a great education.
NSCC is my community's college.
Contact our advising center today or stop by.
Back out here at Bryan, 36-31. Swanton defeats the Golden Bears. It was a close game. Bears led at halftime, but just not able to cross that hump. And again, we talked about it, no moral victories, but they played really, really well.
Yeah, that's what we've seen all year long out of Coach Homeyer's boys. Even without the record to show a lot of success, we've never quit. We play hard all the way through. It wasn't about us not playing well. It was just some bad breaks. Ball didn't go our way. Swanton did a great job in the fourth quarter shooting and making free throws and kind of running the offense they needed to run. But we controlled the pace. We took Swanton out of what they like to do. Made it tough for them to hit a bunch of threes. They didn't hit but 1 3 all night long. We defended the three-point line well. We did as good as we could do against their bigs inside to keep them off the board. So, we checked a lot of boxes except for the one that matters the most.
Yeah, that's the W. All right, so they're going to let the 7th grade Lady Bears cut down the nets. So if we can get a camera shot on that while we're talking. The 7th graders won the championship the other day, and so they said after this game they were going to let them cut down some nets, and so that's what they're doing down there on that end. Here it was 36-31, so do you got some stats for us?
Yep, we'll go with Swanton, the visitors tonight. They were led in scoring by senior Cole Mitchie. He came in averaging 12.9 and ended with 12, made a bunch of free throws there in the fourth quarter. He had 2 at the half and 10 big ones in the second half. Then they got 7 from Luke Borovich. They got 6 from Caden Davis, 4 from the big man, 6'8" freshman Charlie Wood. They got 5 from Hayden Calicote, and then 2 points from Jake Robinson, those 2 big free throws at the end for their total of 36 points. They were 1 of 13 from three-point range, which is really what helped the Bears stay in the ball game all night long. 15 of 24 from the free throw line, and that was 16 free throws in the fourth quarter while the Bears had to foul to try to get back in the ball game. 10 turnovers for the Bulldogs, 36 total points on their side of things. For the Bears, they had 31 points, led in scoring tonight by Sam Harold. He had 11 points. He had the lone three-pointer for the Bears tonight and was 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Ethan Cox, senior, had 9 points for the Bears. Then we got 5 from Carter Dominic, 3 from Joe Watson, 2 from Aiden Pels, and we got 1 point from Jace Kepler. Like I said, total of 31. Bears only had 5 turnovers on the night. Really did a great job at taking care of the basketball, not giving up possessions. We were 1 of 5 from three-point range, 8 of 15 from the free throw line. You can't blame missed free throws, and you lose a 5-point game and you miss 7 free throws. You'd like to have some shots at those, but it was a heck of a defensive ball game by both teams. A lot of really good effort on both ends and forcing a lot of tough shots. I don't think they were bad shots. Just there was nothing that came easy on either end.
All right, well, it is the second half was 23-15 in favor of Swanton, and that's really the story of the game, the second half.
Yep.
So we're going to take a timeout, come back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
If you haven't stopped by Bryan Ford Lincoln to test drive the all-electric F-150 Lightning
or the rugged and sporty Ford Bronco, we only have one question for you.
Why not?
This Ford Bronco is great for daily commutes or the Outback.
And this F-150 Lightning will do 0 to 60 in 4 seconds without using a drop of gasoline. When you stop by and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln, you can test drive either of these great vehicles.
Stop by and see us. We'll help you order the exact vehicle that you want and need.
So stop by and see us today at Bryan Ford Lincoln.
In this game.
Back out on the Golden Bear Sports Network, 36-31. Final thoughts on this one, Brian Arnold?
Well, effort. You got to love our effort. Our boys played hard all the way through. Just could not get enough things done offensively to complement the great defense that we were playing. You got to give Swanton some credit. We took them completely out of their game plan. That's a team that comes in averaging 54.5 points a game, and we held them to 36. They still found a way to get it done. Some really good senior leadership. You look at the guys who contributed tonight with Cole Mitchie, who had a big fourth quarter there, knocked down 4 of 6 free throws, ended up the night with 12. He's a senior, has been around, see a lot of ball games. Calicote's a senior, he contributed 5. Borovich is a senior, he had 7. And then the 2 big free throws from Jake Robinson in the fourth quarter when we had hit a 3 to get it to a 3-point game. He's a senior. There's some kids that have played a lot of ball games. They've had some success. You had it in your notes for the game. This is the second year for Coach Smith, and in 2 years he's 35-7. So this is 36-7 after tonight now. So in 43 ball games, they've won 36 of those. So they know how to win ball games. They've been in some tight ones. They played 4 overtime games so far this year. So being close in games isn't going to rattle guys like that. So even not playing their game, not knocking down threes at all, us doing a good job of negating their size on the boards, still able to find a way to get it done in a big league game.
Absolutely. Well, I want to just remind you, our next broadcast game, this is our last regular season game. Our next broadcast game will be on the 18th. That's a Saturday from Bluffton, where the Golden Bears will face either Kenton or Elida. We'll know that on Friday who they'll be facing, so we'll have that game for you for the girls. The boys will open things up on the 22nd. I believe that's a Thursday night, and they're going to face Maumee in the opening round. And again, our goal is as long as we can go, as long as we're allowed to do the games, we'll follow both teams. So excited about that one. Want to thank our broadcast crew. Want to thank the athletic department here at BHS, Chad Savage and Trista Kuzmal. Want to thank our director engineer, Krista Bruner. Our cameras, John Tripodi, and first-timer Taylor Bruner, and she came in and filled in for a sick camera person and did an awesome job tonight. Also want to thank our board op back at WQCT, Ben Murray, and our sports director at WOSN, Ben Reif. Next game going to be Saturday, February 18th, as the Lady Bears open tournament play at Bluffton. More details coming soon. Check our social media for more info. Tonight's game will air tomorrow at 3:30 on WOSN. Watch on Spectrum Channel 19 or Channel 26 on your antenna. Broadcast is a collaboration between WQCT Radio, BryanSports.com, and the West Ohio Sports Network. This broadcast is for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game without the express written consent of the Golden Bear Sports Network, is prohibited. The Golden Bear Sports Network is a free public service of Malanga Enterprises, LLC. All rights reserved. One final time for Brian Arnold and all of us at the Golden Bear Sports Network. I'm Chris Malanga. Your final score, 36-31. Have a good night, everybody.